In the realm of fantasy novels, George R. Martin stands tall as a colossus, weaving tales that captivate, enchant, and often terrify. Today, we delve into the second book of his epic series, A Song of Ice and Fire, A Clash of Kings. A successor to the riveting A Game of Thrones, A Clash of Kings continues the saga, unfurling the intricate tapestry of the Seven Kingdoms further. We are thrust back into a world of kings, queens, knights and dragons, where the Iron Throne is the ultimate prize. In this tale, we reacquaint ourselves with familiar faces, each grappling with the repercussions of the events that unfolded in the first book. From the stern, honor-bound Starks of the North to the ambitious Lannisters of the West, each character is embroiled in a battle of wits and warfare. The political landscape is fraught with tension, as loyalties are tested and alliances are forged and broken. As the name suggests, A Clash of Kings is a tale of power, ambition, and the lengths individuals will go to secure their throne. A Clash of Kings thrusts us into the heart of a bitter and bloody conflict, known as the War of the Five Kings. This is a tumultuous period where five factions clash for the throne of the Seven Kingdoms, each led by a king with their own claim and ambition. First, we have Stannis and Renly, the brothers of the late King Robert Baratheon. Stannis, the elder of the two, is a stern and unyielding man who believes fervently in his rightful claim to the throne. His younger brother, Renly, is charismatic and well-loved. Yet some might argue he lacks the birthright his brother possesses. Then we have Robb Stark, the young wolf, who was thrust into a position of power following the unjust execution of his father, Ned Stark. He fights not for the Iron Throne, but for the North's independence and justice for his father's death. In the south sits Joffrey Baratheon, a cruel and vindictive boy king who claims to be Robert's true heir. His reign is marked by his sadistic tendencies and a blatant disregard for justice, which incites the ire of many, including his own subjects. Lastly, we have Balon Greyjoy, the Ironborn king who seeks to exploit the chaos and re-establish the Iron Islands' independence. He sends his son Theon to raid the northern coasts, stirring further conflict within an already fractured realm. Throughout the novel, we see these factions clash in a series of pivotal battles and political maneuvers. From the Battle of Blackwater to the Siege of Storm's End, each conflict further muddies the waters of who should rightfully rule. Political alliances are made and broken, characters are forced to evolve or perish, and the line between hero and villain blurs. The War of the Five Kings is a testament to George R. Martin's intricate world-building and character development. It symbolizes the clash of ideologies and ambition, revealing the complexities of power and the human condition. As the war rages on, alliances shift, characters evolve, and the line between hero and villain blurs. While kings clash for the Iron Throne, the true threats lie beyond the borders of the Seven Kingdoms. Let's journey to the icy wilderness beyond the Wall. Young Jon Snow, the Stark bastard, finds himself navigating the treacherous terrain of the wild north. But this isn't a mere exploration. The Night's Watch, the sworn protectors of the realm, are on a mission. They're investigating the chilling rumors of the returned menace, the White Walkers. These aren't just tales to frighten children. They're an ancient evil, stirring from a millennia-long slumber. Jon, with his valiant heart and keen mind, starts to understand the gravity of this threat. It's not just the wall he's protecting, it's the entirety of the Seven Kingdoms. But let's shift our gaze far across the narrow sea to the struggling Daenerys Targaryen. The last of her name, she's carrying the weight of her family's legacy on her young shoulders. Exiled and bereft, she's thrust into a world that is as harsh as it is unfamiliar. Yet Daenerys is no ordinary woman. She's a dragon. In the face of adversity, she doesn't just endure, she evolves. Daenerys starts to harness her inner strength, her dragon blood. She transforms from a meek girl, sold into marriage, into a true queen, a Khaleesi of the Dothraki. She nurtures her dragon eggs, the last of their kind, symbols of power and change, and in the climax of her journey, she walks into a blazing pyre and emerges unscathed with 3 newborn dragons. It's a sight to behold, a testament to her transformation and a promise of the power she's yet to unleash. In the Game of Thrones, one must adapt or die, and both Jon and Daenerys show us that survival often demands the unthinkable. These 2 figures, one in the icy north and the other in the fiery east, are shaping to be pivotal players in the battle for the Iron Throne and the survival of the 7 Kingdoms. In A Clash of Kings, we see the re-emergence of magic, a force long forgotten but far from extinct. This is no mere sleight of hand or trickery of the light. This is magic in its raw and untamed form, a power that bends the laws of nature. Take, for instance, the Red Priestess Melisandre, a woman of mystery and enchantment. With her powers, she births shadow assassins and sees prophetic visions in the flames. She's a testament to the raw, unpredictable power of magic coursing through this world. Then, there are the dragons. Once thought extinct, they are now growing under the watchful eyes of Daenerys Targaryen, the mother of dragons. These are not mere beasts, but creatures of legend and power whose very existence speaks of a world where the impossible becomes possible. In a world consumed by power and war, the return of magic is a wild card that could tip the balance in unforeseen ways. A Clash of Kings ends with no clear victor, but the stage set for further conflict. As the final pages turn, we find ourselves poised on the precipice of a world teetering on the brink of more war. The 5 kings continue their struggle for supremacy, their ambitions and desires carving a bloody path through the heart of Westeros. The Wall, a silent sentinel of the north, braces for the impending clash with the unknown horrors beyond. Across the narrow sea, Daenerys Targaryen, the last scion of a dethroned dynasty, nurtures her fledgling dragons, her dreams of reclaiming the Iron Throne growing stronger with each passing day. In the south, the capital of King's Landing is a simmering cauldron of treachery and deceit. The Iron Throne, a symbol of ultimate power, remains tantalizingly out of reach for many, a promise of glory or death. In the world of Westeros, the Clash of Kings is just the beginning. For when you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.